The images you're seeing right now on the screens are not real. These are AI images of myself, and this is the results after I trained a LoRA using 1.2.1. As I'm scrolling through the images, you can see the results are very identical with my face. So in this video, I'll cover the steps and the process I followed to get these results. I'll share things that went wrong along the way, things I've learned, and the tools I use. Hopefully by the end of the video, you'll have a better understanding how you can train LoRAs, maybe on yourself or a car or maybe a dog or a pet. I'll try to keep this video straight to the point, so don't skip ahead because you're gonna miss important steps and probably you're gonna get stuck along the way. Throughout the video, we're going to follow these important steps to create the AI images. We'll start the video with the most essential part, building your dataset. This step is the foundation of everything we are going to do next. For this tutorial, I'll be using images with my own face in a headshot and portrait style. You can follow along with your own photos downloaded from internet, photos of your cat, of your car, and so on. The goal is to have between 20 and 30 images of the object or person you want to train. Having 2 images can overtrain the model and actually reduce the quality of the final results. When you're gonna take photos, include a variety of different camera angles of the face and different lighting conditions, different environments, especially from one side of the face to the other side. Also, don't forget to capture different facial expression in each image. For this video, I used 23 images to train the LoRA. Now that we have all the images inside our folder, it's time to resize them to a smaller resolution. I know this step can be easily done in Photoshop, but I have 10 years experience in Premiere Pro, and everything that I can do in Premiere Pro, I will do it. Open up Premiere Pro and create a project. Make a folder inside, you can name it whatever you want, and drag and drop all your images inside. Create a new sequence and set the resolutions to 1024 by 1024. This basically is gonna create a square resolution. Drag all your images inside the sequence, select them all, right click and go to speed duration. Here we are going to change the duration to 1 frame. Next, select all the images in the timeline, go to sequence and click close gap on the bottom. The last thing to do is to adjust your framing. Make sure your face is centered in each image, don't let huge gaps to be visible. Once everything looks right, it's time to export. Press Ctrl M, choose your export location, pick your preferred format. I'm going to use PNG, name your file and then hit export. Because each clip is 1 frame, Premiere is gonna export only images. Now that we have all the images resized, it's time to move on to the captioning. The most effective and easy way to do this is by using ChatGPT. Take a screenshot of your entire image folder. Make sure your thumbnails are large enough so ChatGPT can clearly see each image. Then upload the screenshot to ChatGPT and say something like this. Write a 2-sentence description for each image, use the name man to describe the character, and create a document with the result. Link the name of the image with the description. The name man will act as a trigger word later on when we prompt LoRA model inside ComfyUI. So make sure to keep this name consistent across all steps. ChatGPT is going to create a document, download it and place it inside the same folder as your images. Before moving forward, take a moment to double check each caption inside that folder. Make sure the description actually match with the correct image. Once everything looks good, congrats, you just created your dataset alongside with the captioning. In the past, I tried training AI images locally on my own computer using Automatic 1111, Koya, and even AI Toolkit, but honestly I never got the right results. The only method that actually worked for me and produced great AI images was using RunPod. So in this video we are going to do just that. Now if you really want to learn more about AI models and how to train them either on photos or on videos, I highly recommend checking the Ostirx AI YouTube channel. He breaks down the entire process in an amazing detail, so definitely check him out. For anyone new here, RunPod is a cloud-based platform that lets you rent powerful GPUs at a super affordable price. You don't need to worry about your own hardware, specs, or complex installation. It's fast, reliable, and perfect for training AI models. First, what you have to do is to sign in to RunPod. On the left side, you have different options. Click on Pods. This is where you're gonna choose what GPU you want to use. I'm going to use RTX 5090. It's a bit pricey compared with 4090, but it gives a faster result. Once selected, give your pod a name. In my case, I'm gonna use the same name, man. Next, select Change Template, and now in the search bar, type AI Toolkit. Pick the official one from Ostirx AI. Now click on Edit, scroll down to the environment variables, and here you'll need to set a password. To do that, click on Secrets, type your password, and once created, select it from the list. I already have mine, so I'm going to skip this step. Click on Set Overrides, and on the bottom hit Deploy on Demand. We are going to wait a bit, and where it says HTTP service, click on that. A new window will open. Type your password you just created, and now you should have access to AI Toolkit. If you find this video useful, please don't forget to subscribe. I really want to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and you are the only one who can help me. Now back to the video. On the left panel, click Dataset, and once it's done, go on the right side and pick New Dataset. Name it also Man, then upload all your images inside. Once everything is uploaded, you'll see a nice preview of your dataset. Now fill each image with the captioning you made with ChatGPT. Once all captions are placed, we are ready to train. Name it again Man, and under the trigger word type again Man. This keeps everything consistent. For model architecture, choose 1, 2.1, 14B and enable VRAM. You can keep most of the settings as they are, but scroll down to the sample every. This is gonna determine how many frames you get. In my case, we're gonna train on images, so I'm gonna use 1. If you wanna train on videos, for 1 second you should add 25, for 2 seconds 50, for 3 75, and for 100. Below that you'll find prompt examples. These are used to preview your training progress. You can either edit them manually and include your trigger word man, or jump back to ChatGPT and ask to generate 5 random prompts. Copy them from ChatGPT and paste it in RunPod. Once you've set your prompts, scroll back up, click Create Job and hit Play. The training process will now begin. It's going to take some time, and while it runs, you will start seeing the sample tab images being generated. I'm going to leave it until all the steps are completed. Right after completing all the 3000 steps, open the sample tab and you will see how much progress was made from the first steps to the last steps. Once you're happy with your training file, go back to Overview, Checkpoint, and download the model. The file name is gonna be called VanMan. Should be your final 3000 step version, but just to be sure, download the previous one as well. Now that we train our LoRA with RunPod, it's time to move on to the fun part, generating images using ComfyUI. The workflow I'm using right now will be linked in the video description, so you can download it and follow along on your machine. When you open it for the first time, you might have nodes that are missing. Take your time and download these AI models in the folders that shows on the screen. If you download the models into your computer and ComfyUI was open, make sure to refresh ComfyUI and then it's gonna appear. Inside the workflow, you'll see several different nodes, but don't worry, there is no need to know all of them. Make sure that UNet Loader is reading 1.2.1 model. On the LoRA loader, you have the model you trained earlier on RunPod. Overall, it's a simple and efficient workflow, so don't be intimidated by the number of nodes you see on the screen. If you're downloading the workflow from the YouTube description and all the models in the folders, you should be ready to go. Within the setup, you'll find 2 text encoder nodes. The top one is your positive prompt, where you describe what you want to generate, and the bottom one is your negative prompt, where you tell the model what to avoid. The latent video is more likely the image output setting. Since your dataset was trained at 1024 by 1024, it's best to use the same resolution. Once everything is connected and set up correctly, generate the positive and negative prompt with the trigger word man. The way I create prompts is by choosing the image from online that I want to recreate. Drag in the ChatGPT and ask to write a positive and negative prompt. The results are imported in ComfyUI and pasted in the positive and then on the negative prompt. If you don't see any errors, that's good. Your AI image are on the way. Usually you can monitor the progress on the task in this command window. It really depends on the specs on your machine, so this is gonna take some time. If the results don't look exactly the way you think it should look, don't worry, there is a few things that you can do in the case sampler settings. In my case, I've done a screenshot of each settings to see what it does and then compare it for later on. In the end, I ended up using the steps to 26 and then the CFG settings to 5. This for me gives the best result. Probably is gonna give for you and probably not, so it's worth to have some notes and then to compare. And that's pretty much how you can train and generate your own LoRA model using your own images. You can place now yourself on the mountain, on the beach, you can place yourself on the Mars. How cool is that? And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. As I said, I really want to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and if you benefit from this video, please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.